G'day viewers, and welcome once more to WAINGAFAT Wednesday, where I tell you who am I not giving a fuck about today. And today it's the people I fucking predicted a week or so ago, the Liberal Party, the Liberal voters, because they don't get to form a government. Yes, in case you didn't know, after 2.5 weeks on tenterhooks, Australia knows who's running the next government of the country. When the election was held a couple of weeks ago, no major party got a clear majority, and so it came down to a bunch of independents deciding who they went for. Ultimately, enough of them decided they would support the incumbent Labor government, and so they will continue as government, which, as I said, if it happened, was going to lead to a huge amount of bitching and moaning from Liberals, which I fucking refuse to listen to. Okay, I don't mind that you don't like the opposing political party. That's fine. I just don't want to listen to pointless fucking whining. This, oh, but we're entitled to it. Oh, they voted for us. Oh, but those guys are conservative. What are they doing? Oh, there's no entitled. There's no moral authority. There's no indication from the electorate. It's just what fucking is, okay? Whoever has the most votes in the seats wins government. At the moment, that's Labor. And I do say at the moment because this is the most narrow bloody hold of government this country's ever seen. To be a bit more precise, I'll really quickly say there were 5 key people that had to announce what they were going to do. There was a Green who won a seat, who very quickly said he was going to back Labor. There was a former Green independent who's actually had a bit of a conservative background, but on Friday last week, he committed to Labor as well. And oh my God, for people like me, who really don't like Tony Abbott, the look on his face when he fronted press conference, oh God, it was awesome. Just watching him choke down that shit sandwich. Ha ha, Christmas was early. Anywho, and then there were the 3 Conservative independents. They were part of the Conservative coalition in the past. They decided that coalition was dominated by city interests and wasn't representing their electorates, and they went independent. Now, the Liberal Party specifically, and their lesser coalition partner, the Nationals, who supposedly represent the country, had been treating these guys like there was no question. They had to support them because they're conservative. And quite honestly, they pushed that too far. They did the, well, you're going to vote for us no matter what, because you're not going to vote for the other guys, are you? And eventually, 2 of the 3 Conservative independents decided the Liberals are going to fuck us if we go for them. They're going to treat us like shit. Whereas Labor's so desperate to hold on to power, they will, let's just say, bribe us to vote for them and support them as a government. They're absolutely right in that. You can argue the right's or wrong till the cows come home. Yes, these guys have to face their electorate. And one other thing I'll say, they talked for a long time at their press conference before saying, I'm supporting Labor. The second guy in particularly seemed to go on and on. But think about it. These guys have to explain to their electorate why they voted for the enemy. These guys are from some of the most conservative electorates in Australia, and they essentially had to explain to their constituency why they're voting with the communists. Not really, but close enough for some people. So the guy had to say for a while very clearly why he made the decision and why he thinks it's best, and why he thinks his electorate's going to get a better deal. From here, look, and also, just as an analogy, for those who want to know, like, our political system is different to the US, for instance, but a close analogy would be, say, okay, you've got the 2 major parties, Republicans and Democrats. Now, say, in your lower house, in the next election, teabaggers got enough independent seats to stop either party from having a majority. So no one could get things through without having someone from the, well, say all the guys from the Tea Party supporting their bills. Now, the Republicans would be going, well, Tea Party, you're our bitches. You're just noisemakers for us. You're going to do what I say. But heaven forbid someone in the Tea Party actually has standards. That would surprise the fuck out of the Republican Party, who's using them as fucking puppets at the moment. If the people, you know, actually had genuine concern that major parties were fucking them over, wow, that'd be a shock, wouldn't it? So picture that. There's some Tea Partiers that the Republicans are treating like they're bitches, and when the vote comes, the Tea Partiers go, no, you know what? You guys took us for granted, and we think you're going to shaft us. So the Democrats have been sucking up to us like there's no tomorrow and promising all this pork barrel to our people. Fuck it. We're going to back the Democrats on this vote. Screw you, Republicans. Stop taking us for granted. That is a perfectly feasible scenario, and that's more or less what's happening in Australia. And it's just as precarious as it sounds. Like, when you've got to bribe a very small number of people to vote for you, you can be on dodgy ground. So the next couple of years, I think, is at least going to be interesting. You know, one of a couple things will happen. The Labor government will be so conservative that they don't alienate these independents, and the independents support them for an entire term. The Labor Party can't hack it, and the Conservative independents dump them, back the Liberals for a no-confidence vote, and there's another election. Or, who knows, maybe Labor senses things going in their favour, and they think they'll win if an election's called, so they push some bills through Parliament that the Conservatives can't support, and the Conservatives block it. Labor calls it double dissolution and goes to the electorate. So basically, yeah, it's kind of fun watching the talking heads on TV talking about this, because all they can really say is no one's got a fucking clue what's going to happen from here on in. But that doesn't take up much airtime. So they talk, well, it might be this, or it might be the opposite, or it might be somewhere in the middle. Because that's literally, this has never happened in this country before, so no one knows how well or how badly it's going to work, who's going to be really cynical and exploit it, who's going to act with consistency and try and see things through. You know, I think like it could be, whoa, another election really soon because no one can work together, or it might last the whole 3 years, who knows, or it could be somewhere in the middle. Which is a really lame thing to say, isn't it? It'll either be this extreme, or somewhere in the middle. We ain't gonna know till it happens, which is a barrel of laughs. So yeah, we do have a government. It's a bit vague, it's a bit open-ended. No one knows how long it's gonna last, what's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be worth watching, but you know what's not worth it? You know what I really don't give a fuck about? Whiny fucking Liberals who can't accept the fact this has happened. If you can't count and you don't know who's got the most votes in the Parliament, I don't give a fuck. And I freely admit, this might make me sound like a very mean, spiteful person, but you know what gave me a great big smile last night? The thought of Tony Abbott crying himself to sleep. Fuck him. He subsisted on the tears of orphans of refugees for years. It's about time he shed a few tears of his own.